we're in sunny Northland, Terry Bay, and we've come to see Mark Shepherd and the way he's adopted a totally mixed ration system, and in doing so the JF-VM mixer wagon. So Mark, if I could ask you a few questions as to really what took you down this road to start with.
I think it's just a bit of productivity from the cows, and we just want to keep improving our herd all the time, and, just to make the best use of what we've got, our resources, and to look after the land.
Okay, so it was a multifaceted set of reasons, Yep,
so we could feed out in these type of buildings without sort of ruining the paddocks, and that way you get better regrowth. The cows just go on the paddocks for a short time, and they come out, and they're back in here.
So tell me, how many are you milking at the moment?
At the moment, for the winter, we're going to milk 200, and then we'll go up to 600 in the spring.
All right. And what acreage will the total farm area be?
Our total farm area is 400 hectares.
Yes.
About 300 for the cows and 100 for dry stock.
So on that basis, as you were just saying, coming back to your point about adopting the mixer, it was as much a decision to preserve quality pasture as it was to develop a better feeding system for the cows per se.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. It's enabled us to have a better control of the amount of feed that's going into the cows and ensure they're getting the right nutrients, carbs, and so forth.
So as far as the ration's concerned, you employ a nutritionist to develop the rations for you?
Yep, that's right. Yep.
And have you seen a benefit? I mean, how long has the system been in place?
This system's probably only been in place for, just a couple of months really.
Oh, I see,
So it's a new thing for us, but it's just good knowing we're going down the right track.
Yes.
And the cows are definitely putting in the bed. So we must be onto something.
Good. So the decision was made to go to a herd home system and a house cattle system, and obviously a totally mixed ration system along with it. Tell me then, Mark, what was the process that you went through in looking and evaluating the mixers that were available on the market?
Well, we went to the field days and we had a look at the various machines. We didn't really have any preconceived ideas. We got advice from other people, which didn't really mean much because it just went straight over us pretty much. So we had to have a look for ourselves. And then we saw a few at the field days, and then I said to Dad, and we talked about it, and we said, well, I might as well just get a few wagons out here and try them out. And the STOLL guys were happy to bring one out, and a few other brands have come out. And so we tried them out, and we like the STOLL.
So what about the JF-STOLL machine do you think made your mind up particularly? Was there any one or two or three features that really stand out for you?
There's a few things. It's quite easy to hook up. It's probably about the lightest on the market. It's not lightest that we saw. So you're not dragging around a big machine. Mix as well, and feeds out well. And cleans out well.
Right, so you're very pleased with the way that the two augers work in conjunction to sweep the bottom of the bin out?
They're pretty good, eh?
And you've managed to get it to mix it to a level that you're happy with, rather, in other words, you could throw virtually anything in it and it'll deal with it.
Yeah, that's right. That was one of the things that we looked at. You just get a round bale of baleage or whatever, or hay or whatever, and just chuck it in. You
no problem.
Don't have to break it into bits and stick it in. It makes it a lot easier and quicker. I mean, if you have a variety of operators, you sort of want it to be pretty foolproof. And that's what we found with that. You could just, dump it in and it sorts it all out. And, so we're really pleased with that side of things. It speeds up the operation, because if you've got to muck around pulling a bale to bits, you could be there for a while.
Absolutely, yes. Tell me, as far as the weighing system's concerned, the JF-STOLL has the wireless weighing system. Did that in particular appeal to you at all?
I think not especially, to be honest. It was, the different systems out there are pretty good. But it is handy because you've got the scales in the cab with you. So it's out of the weather, and it's also something less to hook up through the back window. Whereas some of the other systems you've got to run a cord through the window, and I think that was good. You just plug it into your sockets inside the cab. So that makes it a lot better, I think.
Easier to use,
Yeah, definitely.
Good. And you're finding it very accurate?
Yep, it's very good.
Good.
Yep.
And obviously the filling, the menus in the control box, easy to use, easy to set up.
Yep.
And then easy to fill.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
And obviously discharge as well.
Yeah. No, it does the job very well.
Good. What would the ration that we've just fed out, what would that consist of?
That one we just did now, that was probably around about 1.3 tonne of round baleage.
Yep.
It's probably 700 kgs of palm kernel and about 3 tonne of maize.
Maize, right. So fairly simple ration.
And the water as well.
And water, of course, yeah. Which not short of up here.
No.
Okay. So as I understand it then, Mark, the efficiency of the machine, the ability of the machine to produce a very even, well incorporated mix. But the one thing I did pick up on that you mentioned earlier was the ease of which the machine is to drive, and the subsequent fuel economy that can then be achieved.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, one of the things we liked about the machine, it can go on either of our tractors. We've got a 90 horse and 110 and 130, and it doesn't matter which tractor it's on. And we just find that, it definitely, out of the machines we tested, it definitely was easier to drive.
Fantastic. As I say, there is a 2-speed gearbox available for it, but probably it would only apply in cases where the tractor was right on its limits, probably well below 60 or 70 horsepower.
Yeah.
So as far as that goes, you obviously see a benefit in fuel economy as well.
Yep, that's right.
Great stuff. Good.
It runs really smoothly. I found that when it's running, it's just quiet, and you haven't got any sort of weird noises coming out of it. It's really good.
Good. Thank you. So in summary, Mark, thank you for your time today, and I'd just like you to just run over a couple of the points that we've raised earlier with the mixer. Obviously a major part of the investment in the mixer wagon was also the herd home as well, to really develop the benefit of the whole system. In a few words, could you just summarise really where you see the whole thing fitting together and how you've incorporated it into your farming operation, please?
Yeah, well, I just see it as a tool to be able to manage our productivity, and I find that it's an excellent way to monitor that and to be able to maximise what you can get out of your cows and out of your land. And it's an easy machine to use, and it's easy to hook up. It's a user-friendly machine.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Mark, for your time.
Not a problem.
May it dry up soon. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers.